Tuesday is here, I know, because it says so on my calendar. 19th day of May, 2026, and a good Tuesday morning to you. I'm Dan Kuntz. This is Wake Up Wenatchee Valley, 55 degrees, high clouds. If you liked yesterday, we're going to do it all over again today. Maybe a little more sunshine. We'll top off right around 72, which is what we hit yesterday. But then we're going to warm up a little bit. There's a big ridge just off the Pacific coast. It's going to settle in there for a little while, for a number of days anyway. There are systems out there in the Pacific Ocean, but they're not going to make it to us because they're going to bump into that ridge of high pressure and either go north or south and keep us pretty much high and dry. We'll be about 80 by Thursday and Friday. The Memorial Day weekend looks pretty good all the way into Monday, although it will cool down just a little bit on the 25th. Yeah, 3-day weekend. Haven't had one of those in I don't know how long. Anyway, forecast details are coming up. A lot of news to get to. It was a busy day in the newsroom. It always is. They're not bored there. Sports, yeah, baby. Mariners took on the white-hot White Sox last night at T-Mobile Park, and they beat them. Beat them pretty good. Highlights. And welcome to the Major Leagues, Colt Emerson. His very first ever Major League hit was a homer, and that iced the game. We'll have that. Plus, we'll talk about the upcoming state championships. Golf starts today for all the schools, big, small, and otherwise. So they're cranking it up. And in the back half of the program, Russ Alman sent me this video about a week ago. I've been meaning to get it on. I finally have a chance to do so today. Russ is the communications director for the Foothills Community Center. And they teamed up with the Foothills Community Center with 3 sophomores from Eastmont High School who are members of the FBLA, the Future Business Leaders of America. And they did a project for competition, and they decided to team up the sophomores with the patrons of the Foothills Community Center. It's a project called Petals Pals. It's a cool video. You're going to like it. I'm going to play that for you in the back half of the program. And at 2 minutes after the hour, let's see what we're looking like today. And we are looking good. Hit 72 yesterday, going to hit 72 today. Here you go. You're going to like this. Yesterday's high and low, 72 and 51. Normal high and low, 72 and 50. About as normal as a Monday could be, but the days are getting longer. We got 15 hours and 17 minutes of daylight today. Sunrise was at 5:19. Sun doesn't go down till 8:36. Hello, Aniat. This is from our Waterville camera. We just spun it around. Instead of looking at this county seat of Douglas County, we said, hey, let's check out Aniat. And it looks something like that. You can see the Baker Flats industrial area a little bit on your far left, but that's a great view of Aniat. I like that a lot. Pretty cool. Up to Leavenworth we go from our Tumwater Canyon cameras. A spectacular view of Leavenworth. That's about all we can see from that camera, because if we spin it around, you either get just a bunch of trees or you get the support post that the camera is sitting on. But we got to take advantage of that kind of elevation and that kind of view of Leavenworth. So there you go. And we'll just go up Highway 2 to Lake Wenatchee and see what that looks like today. And it looks mighty fine indeed. Now all of the snow is gone off of Dirty Face, and it looks like right up the White River Valley, most of the snow on the upper peaks are gone there as well, with the warming and drying trend, and is commencing today, really, except for that pesky wind. First things first, though, the Climate Prediction Center, who, by the way, have been doing a very good job. When we visited last week, they predicted slightly cooler than normal temperatures. That's exactly what happened for the forecast period. So here we go. This takes you actually through Memorial Day weekend, but this is Sunday of this week through Thursday of next week, basically at the tail end of May. And as you can see, temperature-wise, right around normal, and precipitation-wise, right around normal, maybe a little bit below normal. Temperatures could be slightly above normal, but right now we're trending to see normal temperatures and normal precipitation. And precipitation this time of the year means not much. We don't get a lot of. Our rainiest months are normally November and April. So we're going to start drying out anyway. And things are looking pretty good. If you like it sunny and mild, you're going to like this. Except a little bit of the wind. Lots of sunshine today and a high of about 72, pretty much what we hit yesterday. By the way, your forecast from Colonial Vista Senior Living in Wenatchee is where comfort, care, and community come together. Will be a little breezy at times today, but not too bad. Most of the wind will be actually overnight tonight into Wednesday. We'll have a few clouds tonight. There's one weak shortwave that is coming in later on this afternoon into tonight. We'll get down to around 53 or so. It will be a little breezy, however, tonight. And then Wednesday, nothing but sunshine. 77 to 80 on Thursday to 83 on Friday. Here's your Memorial Day weekend, and a lot of people take Friday off. 83, 80 to 80, not bad at all on Memorial Day proper. The high pressure ridge will have moved out of position. We'll have lots of sunshine, but considerably cooler on Memorial Day proper. All right. Now you know what Mother Nature has in store. Next up, the news. You're watching Wake Up Wenatchee Valley on the NCW Live channel.
Fibercrete fireproof safety rooms can be the difference between life and death for you and your family. Typical fireproof safety rooms are 8x8 Fibercrete panels providing a solid sanctuary. Fibercrete safety rooms can be above ground, buried underground, or built within new home construction. Best of all, a safety room by Fibercrete is very affordable. Call 360-770-2088. You owe it to your family to find out more about Fibercrete safety rooms.
Are you dealing with a pest or weed issue and you just don't know what to do?
We use the best pest control methods approved for areas with kids and pets.
Whether it's rats, mice, ants, or spiders,
or something else altogether.
We provide the coaching and solutions you're looking for.
And you can know that your dollars are supporting a local, family-owned and operated business.
Allow us to help you get back to living healthy and pest-free. Harvest Valley Pest Control.
Vape companies have a history of targeting teens. Now, they've been caught red-handed marketing to minors in Washington state and forced to pay millions in a major lawsuit. When it comes to your health, choose what matters. Choose you. Nicotine in vapes can increase feelings of anxiety and depression. Though quitting isn't always easy, it's a great way to care for your mental health. When you're ready to take control of your well-being, choose the Tomorrow Health app. It's free for Washington teens and proven to work.
The Surf and Slide Water Park is open from Memorial Day through Labor Day. Surf and Slide is located in the heart of Central Washington in Moses Lake with activities for all ages and abilities. Check out Surf and Slide's Flow Rider Surfing Simulator, Lazy River, 2 200-foot water slides, tube slides, and diving boards. Our children's area includes a Treasure Island water structure, splash pad, and baby octopus slide. For season passes, visit us online or find Surf and Slide on Facebook.
55 degrees, mixture of clouds and sun. The sun will have the upper hand. It'll be a little breezy this afternoon and overnight, but then we set up for some beautiful weather. Mid-70s Wednesday will be at 80 and into the lower 80s Thursday, Friday, Saturday. It looks like Memorial Day weekend is going to be about as perfect as we could ask for. It's 8 minutes after the hour. A Wenatchee man was arrested on Sunday night after police say he hit two men with a double-sided machete after an argument over rent money. Teodoso Alvarez Hernandez is 44 years old. He was arrested and booked into the Chelan County Regional Justice Center on suspicion of second-degree assault with a deadly weapon. Police responded about 7:35 Sunday evening to the 200 block of Peters Street in Wenatchee. That's when police found the two victims at a residence, with one of them actively bleeding. The two men, police say, Alvarez Hernandez hit with a machete. They were transported to Confluence Health Hospital. One man was hit in the shoulder, the other in his right arm. Alvarez Hernandez was arrested at his residence, which was a camp trailer in Wenatchee. Police found a machete on the passenger floorboard of the vehicle with blood on it. Police say an East Wenatchee officer responding to a possible assault on Saturday night got into a physical altercation with a suspect that led both of them to be treated at the hospital. The East Wenatchee Police Department responded to a call at about 8:35 on Saturday night from residents in the 500 block of Eastmont Avenue. Once they got there, the officer was met with several individuals in the driveway of that residence. When he made contact with one male in the group, that suspect allegedly refused to comply, and a struggle ensued. Numerous police officers and Douglas County Sheriff's Office deputies responded as backup and used physical force, including tasers. Police say the subject, quote, experienced a medical emergency, end quote, and was transported to Confluence Health. The initial responding officer and two other officers were transported to the hospital and were later released. The identity of the suspect and the three officers not released yet. The North Central Washington Special Investigations Unit, which is an investigative team that reviews the use of police force, will conduct an independent investigation. Speaking of investigations, fire investigators and Chelan County Sheriff's deputies are probing a warehouse fire in Malaga as a case of arson. Fire Chief Brian Brett says video surveillance taken Friday shortly before midnight shows a person approaching one of the warehouse buildings in a complex on Goose Rock Lane, pouring a substance on the exterior of the building and then lighting it on fire. The suspect then fled the scene. Brett says no arrest has yet been made. The Arson Alarm Foundation has award funds available for any information that leads to an arrest and a prosecution. And we're sticking with fires here. A Sunday evening brush fire on the Douglas County side of the Apple Capital Loop Trail burned 6 acres, and they had to shut down Highway 28 to traffic. They had to divert it through East Wenatchee. Wenatchee Valley Fire Chief Brian Brett says the fire, reported at 7:36 on Sunday evening, started on the riverside slope below the trail, appears to have been human-caused. The Washington State Patrol closed Highway 28 on either side of the fire area, and drivers, they had to use Rock Island Road to get around the closure until late Sunday evening. Brett says it's a sign that this year's fire season is already here.
We were dispatched to this brush fire, which had a large fire column, produced a lot of smoke. We were receiving multiple calls throughout the valley. Self-sustaining fire with a great head of steam progressing from about 3rd Street, where you turn to go to Costco, 6 acres towards Hydro Park. The acreage involved warranted a second alarm response to this brush fire. It did consume 6 acres, and we found the area of origin, point of origin. It is human set, and we're working with law enforcement on the investigation of that fire. Crews were on scene until about 11 o'clock last night on the brush fire. We kept 1 brush truck on fire watch through the night and into this morning. Everybody needs to be careful with their ignitions. Fire season's here. It's going to last 4 months, and it's predicted to be pretty significant this year.
Chelan County is looking for bids to put a new single-slope roof on the caretaker's residence at Omi Gardens. The building has been the home to previous supervisors of the county park, which is a nearly 100-year-old garden modeled to resemble an alpine meadow. Contractors will remove existing roofing materials and install a new concealed fastener metal roofing that meets current snow load requirements. Contractors will also provide material needed for roof attachments, all the labor, and they'll be responsible for cleaning up and off-site trash disposal. Bids are due June 15th, and the project is to be completed by September. More information on how to submit a bid can be found on the Chelan County's website. And the Wenatchee Valley Museum and Cultural Center broke ground Saturday on its $30 million renovation project. Visitors got to tour the existing museum before the major remodel gets underway. The museum's 2 existing structures are on the historic register. They've been around a long time. It was the old post office. The project will include a new 2-story structure between the buildings and a new outdoor plaza that will face Centennial Park. Will face the avenue instead of Mission Street. Most museum programs and gallery displays are now hosted inside the former Chase Bank, right down the road at 30 South Mission Street. That way they can get all the work done without disturbing anything. Construction expected to begin in July and include in November of next year. Looking forward to that. And I'm looking forward to watching the news tonight, which I endeavor to do. You should too. Find out what's going on around here. The news at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and 10 o'clock right here on the NCW Life channel. 5, 6, and 10. We'll just do that twice. That means 10. That's when it's on television, or you can go to YouTube right around 5 o'clock, specifically our YouTube channel. It'll be really the way to go. Don't forget, we're on Apple TV Plus, we're on the Amazon Fire Stick, we're on Roku, and we have an email address, and we're darn proud of it. If you can be proud of an email address, we are news@ncwlife.com. Welcome to the Major Leagues, Colt Emerson. A nice start for him. Sports is next. You're watching Wake Up Wenatchee Valley on the NCW Life channel.
At Colonial Vista Senior Living, we believe life is meant to be lived fully. Our wellness programs inspire residents to stay strong, flexible, and confident every day. Here, curiosity is encouraged, friendships are nurtured, and every activity is an opportunity to connect, create, and enjoy life together. We invite you to experience the lifestyle at Colonial Vista Senior Living for yourself and discover why so many call our community home.
Apple Valley Honda is bringing the future of driving to you. Introducing the all-new, all-electric Honda Prologue EV. Say goodbye to gas stations and hello to a whisper-quiet ride and zero emissions. The wait is over. Finally, a local option for a quality EV from a brand with a track record of exceptional quality and reliability. Experience the Honda Prologue EV for yourself at family-owned Apple Valley Honda. Stay close to home and visit us at Apple Valley Honda today for the life you live.
When your heating or cooling system is giving you trouble, call the diagnostic doctor from Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning.
Here's the culprit right here.
All joking aside, when you call Dick's, you're calling 35 years of experience at customer service right here in the Wenatchee Valley. Dick's strongly believes in repairing before replacing, and they service all major brands of HVAC units.
Highlander Golf Course and Grill, your place for fun, food, and friends. Happy hour every day, 2 to 7. Try their brand new menu and famous prime rib every Saturday night. Planning a celebration? Book your holiday party, wedding, or private event, even in their exclusive simulator rooms. Highlander Golf Course and Grill, where every day is a celebration. Visit today.
Sports at 17 minutes after the hour. Julio Rodriguez hit a home run in the first inning. That gave the Mariners the lead, and they would never relinquish that lead. They won 6-1 over the White Sox last night. Colt Emerson lined a 3-run home run for his first major league hit. Brian Wu was good. He pitched 6 innings of shutout ball, and he retired the last 11 batters he faced.
Crack deep, right center field. Julio leaves the yard. An opposite field home run. Well, that was an impressive home run.
It really was. It was a great pitch by Schultz. I mean, on the black outside two-seamer, probably right where he wanted it. But when Julio's going well, he's got power to that right center field gap.
Randy shoots this down the line towards the corner, and it's off the very base of the wall. Pareda ran into Montgomery, it looked like. He's chugging home. The throw's in plenty of time. Will there be a different call on the field? Did he run into Montgomery between second and third? They have given him home plate.
Yes.
The run scores. It's Antonacci who is over on the other side of second base.
Yep, and that's why he continues to go towards home, even though he probably knows he's going to be out, because worst case scenario, he's going to be back at third. Best case scenario, he's going to be awarded home plate.
We've had obstruction around second base on the runner, and that hindered the runner from being able to score. We're going to score that run and the home plate.
It's this right back and cut with a leap by Cole Young. That was right past Brian Wu and smoked, but a hard out number 2.
It's good to see that he can laugh about it. Pitches this and then ducks out of the way and maybe screens Cole Young just a little bit. Impressive hops by Cole.
Big run out there at third. Hit hard through the drive and infield. Josh Naylor with a ribby. His second knock tonight. It's a 3-0 Mariners lead just like that.
Tristan Peters sends this one in the air to right field. Joe looking up. It is gone. Back-to-back games for Tristan Peters with a home run. His first career home run was yesterday. Number 2 tonight here in Seattle.
A no-doubter from Tristan Peters deep into the Seattle night.
Again, the 2-2. Down the right field line, into the corner, and this is gone! Colt Emerson! You're not in your backyard anymore! Your first big league home run! Your first major league hit!
That was certainly worth the wait, wasn't it? Guys, this is going to be fun to watch this kid for years to come. This is just the beginning. Oh, yeah, and it's a 3-run shot, too, that blows this game completely open.
That's the ball game. The Mariners win it on a night we'll remember for a long time, and so will he. Cole Emerson's first big league home run, his first hit. The Mariners win it. More importantly, 6-1 the final score.
This just had everything a baseball fan could want. I mean, the Chicago White Sox, they came in here hot, Aaron. You know, if they were in the AL West, they would be in first place.
With Colt Emerson, your first major league hit, a 3-run bomb here at T-Mobile Park. How good did that feel?
It felt great, and I couldn't be happier. Thanks.
You knew that was coming, right? Surely.
I took off the pitch com. We're good. This is cold.
Oh, you're smart. You're a veteran. Veteran move. Getting rid of the pitch com. All right. Talk to us. Now, you made your debut yesterday, but what has this 24 or so hours been like for you? Getting the call late, driving up to T-Mobile, making your debut yesterday, and obviously having that big home run tonight.
Yeah, it's been hectic. Yesterday, I was getting ready to play a Sunday AAA game, heading to Salt Lake. Now I'm here, first career hit. Family's in the stands, girlfriend's in the stands. Happier. This team's great. These guys support me. So awesome.
Next up, the White Sox again. Bryce Miller will make his second start of the season. 6:40 first pitch on Mariners.tv. Best case scenarios when the Mariners win and almost everybody else in the American West loses, and that's exactly what happened. Here's your scoreboard from last night. Astros lost to the Twins. Thank you very much, Minnesota. Athletics lost to the Angels, who are in last place, and the Rockies snuck by the Rangers, 7-6. Well, when we got together yesterday this time, we knew who was going to play whom in the state soccer tournament. We just didn't know where. Now we do, and if you really like high school soccer, I recommend that you go to Liebhoff Field at the Apple Bowl on Friday, because they got back-to-back games in the State 1A soccer tournament, 4 games in a row, all at the Apple Bowl. It starts at 1 o'clock. The number 1 seed in the state, the Cascade Kodiaks, will take on either Eastside Prep or Wahluke. Those two teams got to play today to advance to take on Cascade. That'll be followed at 3 o'clock with the number 4 seed, Kashmir. They'll take on either Lakeside or Wapato. Those two teams have to play to figure out who gets to take on the Bulldogs. That'll be followed at 5 o'clock with number 9 Connell and number 8 Fort Vancouver. And then finally at 7 o'clock, the nightcap on Friday night, number 12 Meridian and number 5 Raymond South Bend. But of course, these teams, some of these teams have to earn it, and the opening round is today. There are 20 teams in the 1A tournament, so they have to have an opening round, and here it is. Number 20 Lakeside will be at number 13 Wapato today at 4 o'clock, same time for Wahluke hosting Eastside Prep, and then Medical Lake will take on Tenasket also at 5 o'clock. So those teams, they got to win 4 games in a row to win the state title. Not easy. And those are just some of the games that people are playing. For your obscure holiday, it's the exact opposite of angel food cake. You think of angel food cake, it's white. Well, today we celebrate devil's food cake, which is chocolate, and it's dark, and it's good. And it's not like any other chocolate cake. For one thing, it's fluffier. I discovered a long time ago, devil's food cake doesn't really go well with ice cream. It doesn't work with a la mode because it's so fluffy. It's so big and fluffy that you put ice cream with it, it just becomes just a plate of glop is what it comes with. So you want to, if you want to have your cake a la mode, like I do, you don't want to use devil's food cake. But if you like devil's food cake, and who doesn't? I mean, it's chocolate, it's fluffy with more chocolate on it, and then chocolate frosting, and you're good to go. So today, because obviously you'll notice when you're out and about, there's no school today. The banks are closed. Government offices are closed because it's National Devil's Food Cake Day today. It's 25 minutes after the hour. Guess this flag. I'll throw it up there. They didn't use it very long, but they did use it for a little while. You're going to look at that and say, what the heck is that? That is the flag of the Commonwealth of England. It was on this date in 1649. They just had their second civil war. Charles I was executed, and England said, let's go ahead and try to make us a commonwealth, and we'll just ditch the monarchy. They had their chance. They have the monarchy. They got rid of it on this date in 1649. The Parliament said we can do without a king and a queen whose job qualifications means you were born and that was about it, nothing else, bad, good, or otherwise. So they tried it. They tried it, yes, for a very short period of time. For 11 years, England was a commonwealth ruled by Oliver Cromwell, who turns out wasn't up for the job. Then they went back to the monarchy. Just throwing that idea out there, England. It's not too late. Can never figure that. I know they love their kings and queens and royalty. I just can't wrap my head around that. Our war record went to 4-0 on this date because we won another war. It was on May 19th, 1848, that the Mexican-American War came to an end when the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo was ratified by Mexico. What did we get? What you see there. All of California, all of Nevada, all of Utah, parts of 4 other states, almost all of Arizona, not quite, about half of New Mexico. Pretty good real estate deal. What did the Treaty of Guadalupe spell out? Well, we had to pay Mexico $15 million, which isn't bad considering the real estate that we got, and we had to pay off any claim that Americans had against the Mexican government. That was an extra $5 million that they put into the kitty. And it also established the Rio Grande as the southern border, which it wasn't before. And we got California, Nevada, Arizona, a bunch of New Mexico, Colorado, a little chunk of Wyoming there at the top. And if you were a Mexican citizen and you lived in the annex areas, you had one choice. You had a year. You could move back down to Mexico's new boundaries, or you could stay in the United States and automatically become a United States citizen. So the Mexican-American War ended on this date 178 years ago. Our record is now 4-0 for those of you keeping track. A couple of weeks ago, we showed you the remarkable 1973 Kentucky Derby, Secretariat running the fastest Kentucky Derby ever. That record still stands 53 years later. 2 weekends after that, at Pimlico Racetrack in Baltimore, the 98th running of the Preakness Stakes. And watch what Secretariat does in the second quarter mile. Secretariat was last, I repeat, last, when the race started. There was only 6 horses. Just watch, and you'll be amazed.
And they're off for the early lead. That's Deadly Dream on the outside, Ecolitage. Then it's also Torsion on the outside. They're coming by us. It's Ecolitage getting it, and he's still moving away by about 2.5 as they pass the stands. Settling into second, Torsion. Sham has good position, third on the rail. It's another 3 lengths back, Deadly Dream. Then Our Native and Secretariat is last again as they move into the first turn. They're into the turn. Ecolitage has it by 2 lengths. Torsion second by a length, and then Sham third. Sham under an easy hold right now, but here comes Secretariat. He's moving fast, and he's going to the outside. He's going for the lead, and it's right now he's looking for it. Ronnie Turcotte sends him alongside Ecolitage. Here we have it. Ecolitage is the leader, but Secretariat is right alongside. Secretariat by 2 lengths. Sham driving second. There's a strong left-handed whip again by Pinkai. He goes to it time and time again, but Ronnie Turcotte has his whip put away, and Secretariat has him put away. He's beginning to draw away. It is Secretariat. He's coming to the wire. He wins it by 2.5, almost 3. Sham an easy second. Our Native third. Ecolitage fourth. Deadly Dream fifth. And Torsion is sixth. And it was a powerhouse race again by the big, strong Secretariat.
The official electronic timing mechanism at Pimlico that day wasn't working. So they had to manually, with a stopwatch, keep time of the race, and there was an official guy with the official stopwatch, but there was dozens of other people from the Daily Racing Forum to who knows what with their own stopwatches, and none of the stopwatches agreed on how fast Secretariat actually ran the 1973 Preakness until about 14, 15 years ago. They used modern technology and the videotape, and they analyzed it, and they ran it through computers, and Secretariat's official time was lowered to 1 minute and 53 seconds, which is the fastest Preakness ever run has not been surpassed. And this was the point when Secretariat and everybody went, wow, this is impressive. Secretariat ended up on the cover of Time and Newsweek. That's all anybody could talk about leading up to the Belmont Stakes in New York 3 weeks later. And birthdays. There was a casting call for this new movie called Star Wars in London. They needed somebody tall to play the role of Chewbacca. Peter Mayhew, who worked in a hospital, went to the casting call, was sitting in the chair outside of George Lucas's office. George Lucas walked out into the foyer. Peter Mayhew stood up. George Lucas looked at him and said, "You're hired." That's how we got the job of Chewbacca. Peter Mayhew, the English actor. We lost Peter 7 years ago at the age of 74, will always be Chewbacca. Pretty easy speaking role, too. Speaking of extremely large men who didn't live very long, Andre the Giant. The only professional wrestler I ever watched, because I just did. He was hard not to. 7'4", 520 pounds. The legend was the guy could drink 40 beers at a sitting, which is pretty impressive. Andre the Giant was born on this date 70 years ago today. 80 years ago today. Peter Blanford Townsend. Pete Townsend, a terribly underrated guitarist. When you have a three-man group like The Who, the guitarist has to do a lot of work, and Peter was phenomenal. Great songwriter and a rock and roll legend. Pete Townsend is 81 years old today. He's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as a member of The Who. He should probably go in as a solo artist. He isn't yet. And Archie Manning, whose claim to fame is to make babies who become great quarterbacks. He himself was a great quarterback at Ole Miss. He was the father of Cooper Manning and former NFL quarterbacks Peyton Manning and Eli Manning. Of course, both Peyton and Eli each have 2 Super Bowls. Archie never won a Super Bowl because he played professionally for the Saints, who couldn't play their way out of a paper bag. He's 77 years old today. For heat and air, call Alpine Air. For heat and air, call Alpine Air. They are our platinum sponsors. Here we go again. My heater was on over the weekend, and now my air conditioning is going to be on by this time tomorrow. That's what you need with an HVAC system when you live in the Wenatchee Valley. It's got to heat your home in the winter and cool it in the summertime. And the best places to go, the only place to go, quite frankly, is Alpine Air. Going to take a break. Mike McNally's got an opinion, and then a really cool interview that my good buddy Russ Alman did. Russ is the communications director for the Foothills Community Center. 3 Eastmont High School sophomore girls for FBLA, Future Business Leaders of America, did a project with the Foothills Community Center folks. It's cool. It's the generations getting together. Great conversation, and it's coming up. You're watching Wake Up Wenatchee Valley on the NCW Life channel.
NCW Life Channel is your local TV station. We believe in being the spotlight and mirror to the communities we serve in North Central Washington. Programming on NCW Life would not be possible without our sponsors. Special thanks to our platinum sponsor, Alpine Air. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Alpine Air.
News, weather, and sports. It's all here weekdays at 5, 6, and 10 on your local news source, the NCW Life channel.
We've all dreamt of moving somewhere new. But what are home prices like? How are the schools? What are the state income taxes? And how's the weather? For all your questions, the Coldwell Banker Move Meter has answers. It's the only tool that lets you compare cities by cost and quality of living, so you can get a better idea of what your dream looks like and start making it come true. The Move Meter, only from Coldwell Banker. Live well with Coldwell.
Your piece of land demands the very best equipment. Kubota equipment. The #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S. with professional-grade mowers, versatile sidekick utility vehicles, and compact tractors that get it done right, all backed by unmatched dealer support Talk to your dealer today to schedule a demo.
Hey, this is Mike Mad Dog McNally, and everybody is entitled to my opinion. Now, I post on Facebook. I post a lot. Most of it is challenging and what I might be considered controversial. Now, some time ago, I was posting about the legitimate concerns within the Christian church. Now, these posts elicited a strong negative reaction from a pastor friend of mine who insisted that the problems were not as bad as I was making them out to be, and that I should not be painting the whole church with the same brush. I disagreed, and I asked if I was pressing on a nerve. He denied this, as I expected. But there's some truth in this. If pointing out an issue to you results in a defensive reaction, sometimes, most times actually, we should stop and ask, what am I getting defensive about? Is there some truth in what I'm hearing? This is Mike Mad Dog McNally, and that's my opinion.
A kitchen that makes mouths water and jaws drop. A bedroom from a dream with a bath from a spa. A walk-in you'd never want to walk out of. A pool like the fountain of youth. And a view that never gets old. When buying or selling a home of the highest standards, it's comforting to be represented by a real estate company with standards to match. Coldwell Banker Global Luxury. Live well with Coldwell.
For over 35 years, the Sangster family has been not only representing GMC, but the entire community.
As one of the few family-owned dealerships in Washington, you can count on our personal integrity, which has spanned over 3 generations, to ensure your satisfaction.
Sangster Motors stands behind everything we sell, from GMC professional-grade products and service from a professional-grade dealership.
Remember, caring about your family is what brings you back to ours.
Your favorite local channel is now available for free on your smart TV and connected streaming devices. Watch live programming and catch up with the latest shows on demand. See the local stories that matter to you. NCW Life, now on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV.
Hey, welcome back to Save Mart. What can we help you find today?
We're looking for a mattress.
Oh, right this way. We got a large selection. We have this pillow top here.
Oh, comfortable.
We have more to choose from down here.
Oh.
I think I have the perfect one over here for you.
I guess we'll take this one.
You'll find it at Save Mart. Full service at a low, low price.
Community is more than just a place. It's the people, stories, and connections we share. At the Wenatchee World, we're your neighbors, your storytellers, and your trusted voice. From uncovering the issues that matter most to celebrating the moments that bring us together. We deliver the stories that keep the community moving forward. The Wenatchee World, your community voice, here every day.
Hi everyone, this is Russ, Alman, Communications Director with the Foothills Community Center. And I'm here with a group of young ladies that really impressed us did a wonderful workshop earlier this week called Petals Pals. And I wanted to give them an opportunity to kind of talk about why they decided to do it and find out a little bit more about them. So let me go ahead and let you introduce yourselves.
I'm Zaylee Dahl.
I'm Jaylee Hicks.
And I'm Isabella Schultz.
And you are sophomores
Yes.
at Eastmont High School.
Yes.
Now I'm on a roll.
Okay.
So why don't you tell me a little bit about Petals Pals, where the idea came from?
So we're a part of FBLA, which is Future Business Leaders of America. And for our state competition, we were asked to perform an event for our event. We're competing in event planning, so we were prompted to plan something, and we had the idea of a flower making class.
Yeah. So our advisor was super kind, and she helped us get in contact with an actual event planner who had connections with the community center. And she was so sweet to help us plan this event. And we just love flowers. We think everybody loves flowers. So we thought that was a great way to connect the generations and be a bridge between that. So, yeah.
Have you done any type of work with seniors or older generations before? This is the first time.
This is our first time, yeah.
So what did you think?
It was fun. I really enjoyed it. It was good.
It was really nice just seeing people happy together and seeing younger students, teens, and seniors like connect in a way that is fun for everybody. And so we can make those intergenerational connections.
So tell us a little bit more about the flowers. Why did you decide on flowers as an event?
Well, Jaylee she works with flowers like all summer and stuff. She has her own flower business and like her own garden, so she works with flowers all the time. And we knew that we wanted to do something with flowers. So when we heard that Miss Charlton had a connection with the senior center, we knew that we just thought it would be a good way to put it together.
Have you ever been in the center before?
No.
So it's the first time. Huh?
Yeah, that was our first time.
So we had a couple different age groups there.
Mm-hmm.
For people that aren't familiar, Foothills Community Center used to be the Wenatchee Valley Senior Activity Center. Part of the reason we decided to drop the word senior is, unfortunately, sometimes there's this stigma with the word senior, and it doesn't really do justice to the variety of people that we have that are members. We have our center is open to anybody 18 and over. Because traditionally we focus on the 50 and over community, that's our primary audience. But we have members, we have over 2,000 members, and they range in age mostly from early 50s up to over 90, and everywhere in between. So really there are 3 generations of older adults that regularly attend our community center. We've got some of the World War II generation that's still hanging in there. Baby boomers are the big group that are moving in now because there's so many of them. And then there are younger seniors like me. I'm a Gen X. And so between us, we all have kind of different interests. And that's one of the things that we really try to get across is we do everything. I tell people we do everything from aerobics to Zumba there. And while we do have, I guess what you'd call more traditional senior activities, like board games and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
We have a lot of physical activity classes. We also have a coloring group that meets, a writing group that actually has learned how to publish online. And so this fit right in. One of the things that we're really trying to do as an organization is encourage more interaction between the senior generations and the younger generations, like these young ladies here. And so when they came to us with this idea of doing Petals Pals, we jumped at the idea because it's such a perfect fit for the types of things that we're trying to do in the community. Mm-hmm. Cindy, what's your last name?
Gonzalez.
Gonzalez, okay. Cindy was nice enough to help provide flowers for the event. Why don't you tell us a little bit more about how you got involved and decided to participate And then maybe tell us a little bit about your business here in downtown Wenatchee.
Yes, so they stopped by a few days before the event and asked for, I guess, some sort of donation, whether it was cash or flowers for their event. And once they told me that they had connections with like FBLA and knew Mr. Bloom and had ties to, you know, where I went to school and stuff, I decided to obviously agree. And we did a flowery delivery truck every Friday. So I was able to snag a few extra stems, and then we do our weekly clean out of our cooler of flowers that we put on sale. So yeah, we just set those aside and handed them to them for the event. So I'm always happy to support and help whenever I can, and there's a way to help.
So tell us a little bit more about your business.
I own a flower and gift shop here downtown Wenatchee. I have been here for almost 2 years. In August, it will be 2 years. And I started this when I was a senior in high school, and I was still in school, and I was running it out of my garage in my parents' house. And so as time went by, it kind of like started growing, and now we're here in our little storefront.
Yeah. And it's not just flowers.
It's not just flowers. We're recently, well, starting Friday, we're adding coffee, and then we have a bunch of other different little gifts for people that when they come and buy flowers, they can grab another little something.
So what do you think of Cindy? Is this an inspiration to you, being FBLA
for sure.
and looking at what she's done in such a relatively short amount of time?
Yeah, I think Cindy's just living proof that when you love something enough, that it doesn't matter how old or young you are, that you can apply yourself to it and turn it into something amazing. So I think that's wonderful. And from someone who loves flowers myself, she's a huge inspiration.
And I'd just like to point out too, this is all Eastmont here.
Yes.
Yeah.
All Eastmont.
Yeah.
So across the river and yeah. How did you decide on downtown Wenatchee for business?
It was something that just kind of happened when I first started this idea. I wanted to be downtown and have like a storefront, but obviously you have to start out small and kind of grow from there. So we didn't start off here on the Ave. We were down a street below on Columbia Street in a small little like warehouse space that was 600 square feet. So it was just a really small room, and just started off with flowers there, and we just outgrew it really quick in like 9 months. And so this space was open, and it just so happened to fit.
So what are your, now that you've done this event, is this something that you'd like to do again? And also, I know that there's a reason why you did this, and it has to do with FBLA. So why don't you tell us a little bit about that as well?
I think that we would do it again, even if it wasn't for a project or for FBLA. I think putting it together was it was easier than like we all thought. Like we were definitely stressed out about it and maybe how many flowers we would have gotten. But in the end, it was like really fun to like have those connections with the people at the community.
And you're
center.
full-time
So,
students.
yes.
Obviously, too. So this is something that we're doing in the evenings, I'm assuming. And your advisor was Erin your advisor?
Yes, she was.
Erin Cass is one of our board members at the community center. So that was part of our connection. And
Yes.
so I know she was involved and met with you to kind of help steer you in the right direction.
Yes.
How was that experience?
It was really great. She met with us weekly, and we would just go over donations, volunteers for the event, like how the timeline's gonna go, and just weekly check-ins with us. She was a really great help. She helped get us the venue with the board members like you, and she was really supportive the entire time, just letting us know how it's going to go good, and she just knew it was going to be a success, and it was. Yeah.
I know we were super happy with how it went. I posted pictures to Facebook yesterday because the event was yesterday.
Yes.
April 14th. Keep my days straight. And posted some pictures to Facebook last night. A lot of really positive response from the community. So looking forward to getting this up on YouTube, and then also have an article in our newsletter coming out next month, so that we can kind of get the word out, both about what you've done and about how Cindy has helped, and kind of share the experience with everyone. And well, that's what happens when you do things live. Just an ambulance going by on Wenatchee Ave. Anyway, is there anything else you'd like to add that I didn't ask?
I think we covered most of it. Just want to say a huge thank you to Cindy.
Thank you. Yes, thank you so much.
We couldn't have done it without you, and to Erin for helping us learn so much about event planning and getting us the connections we needed to be a success. And Miss Charlton. Thank you, Miss Charlton.
And Cindy, why don't you give us your information, contact information, where you're located and your hours. And
We're located at 14 South Wenatchee Ave. We're the pink store, one of the pink stores on the Ave. And then our business hours are 11-ish to 5. And I say 11-ish because I tend to run late all the time. So it's not always 11 on the dot. And then Monday through Friday, and then Saturday from 10-ish to 2 p.m. So we hope that you come down and check us out.
all right. Well, thank you, ladies, for meeting with us. I know trying to get everybody together in one place can be difficult, but I appreciate you doing this on short order so that we could let the community know about this event.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Your favorite local channel is now available for free on your smart TV and connected streaming devices. Watch live programming and catch up with the latest shows on demand. See the local stories that matter to you. NCW Life, now on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV.
Whether you're a new homeowner or looking to update, Save Mart in Wenatchee has everything you need. From top-of-the-line appliances to comfy mattresses and stunning furniture that fits your style, they have it all under one roof. With great deals and expert customer service, you'll find the perfect pieces for your space and your budget. Save Mart, your local destination for quality appliances, mattresses, and furniture at prices you'll love.
You trust the same doctor for your health and the same dentist for your smile. Trust Global Car Care to keep your vehicle running strong. We track your car's history so it gets the right care at the right time. With our 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty on parts and labor, you'll drive away with confidence. Global Car Care, your automotive experts. We service all makes and models, but specialize in Sprinter vans, Mercedes, Audi, Volkswagen, and BMW. Call or visit us today.
Temperature hasn't moved much, only 57 now in downtown Wenatchee. It was 55 when this show started an hour ago. If you're watching the 7 a.m. live version of this program, I forget to remind people every once in a while, the show is live from 7 to 8, and then we air it again for you folks who like to sleep in between 9 and 10. For you night owls, the show is on again from 11 p.m. to midnight for reasons unknown. We have a little bit of time. We thought we'd take another shot about what the north central Washington area looks like from our PTZ cameras and outside of the Wenatchee Heights camera. I really don't know which ones we're going to show. Looks like the clouds have thinned out a little bit. The clouds were a little more denser and lower when this show began. Looks like they're clearing out a little bit. Basically, we're going to repeat Monday all over again today. We'll see the same high temperature, maybe a little more sunshine today, but it'll be a little breezy at times. Good morning to the Wenatchee Valley. Next up on our tour, that's Bear Mountain up to Lake Chelan, and I wanted to mention this because I've been keeping a close eye on this. As of this morning, Lake Chelan is a little over the lake level, the actual surface of Lake Chelan is a little over 1,096 feet above sea level. Now, here's the important thing. I looked at the PUD's website where they have a general idea of how high the lake is going to be, and they think it's actually going to go down about a foot to 1,095 feet above sea level by Memorial Day. Now, Memorial Day is early this year. It's as early as it could be, but I don't think it's going to be all the way up to the brim where folks like it by the time Memorial Day comes around, because actually they expect it to go down just a little bit, the lake level at Lake Chelan. So that was Wapato Point there. That is the Arundel Rock camera looking back down towards the Wenatchee Valley. You can see a little sliver of Rocky Reach Dam, and that's about it. And of course, Lake Aniat is there because of Rocky Reach Dam. And finally, our fourth camera is up to Omi Gardens. Oh me, oh my. Omi Gardens. Beautiful time to visit up there, Omi Gardens. It's also a great place to go when it gets really warm in the summertime because they got all those trees. There's lots of shade. It's just a beautiful place. And get a season's pass. It's one of the best deals out there. Season pass at Omi Garden. Tell them I sent you. You'll be glad you did. We're going to take a quick break and come back with that all-important weather forecast. You're watching Wake Up Wenatchee Valley on the NCB Life channel.
Apple Valley Honda is bringing the future of driving to you. Introducing the all-new, all-electric Honda Prologue EV. Say goodbye to gas stations and hello to a whisper-quiet ride and zero emissions. The wait is over. Finally, a local option for a quality EV from a brand with a track record of exceptional quality and reliability. Experience the Honda Prologue EV for yourself at family-owned Apple Valley Honda. Stay close to home and visit us at Apple Valley Honda today for the life you live.
Highlander Golf Course and Grill, your place for fun, food, and friends. Happy hour every day, 2 to 7. Try their brand new menu and famous prime rib every Saturday night. Planning a celebration? Book your holiday party, wedding, or private event, even in their exclusive simulator rooms. Highlander Golf Course and Grill, where every day is a celebration. Visit today.
Time for my live read for Pool to Spa Services, and I've been promising you folks I'm going to eventually memorize the copy. I've been working on it. I have a very good memory. It just isn't very long. That's the problem there. Upgrade relaxation with a Bullfrog Spa featuring the exclusive Jetpack Therapy System. Trademarked, I suppose. It's for personalized comfort in every seat. Visit Pool to Spa Services in Wenatchee and design a spa that's built for you. All right, it's Tuesday. We always check in with the Climate Prediction Center, and these are the folks who do the long-term forecasts. They can do them by season, by month, or by 6 to 10 day increments, and they are very good at what they do. And here's what they think is going to happen starting Sunday of this week and through Thursday of next week. Their batting average is very good, so you can hang your hat on that right there. Looks like we're going to have about normal, maybe slightly above normal temperatures as far as that's concerned. Precipitation, which is normally dry this time of the year, is going to remain dry. We'll have normal precipitation. It looks like maybe even below normal precipitation starting Monday and going through Thursday, but keep in mind that May is pretty dry anyway. Here we go. Lots of sunshine today, a little breezy this afternoon. One more short wave is going to pay us a visit before a strong ridge of high pressure just off the coast will keep any kind of systems from getting to us, which is why things look good. 72 today, a little breezy this afternoon, a little breezy tonight, 53 for the overnight low. 77 on Sunday, very little wind, mostly sunny Thursday, and 80 by Friday. That ridge of high pressure will be centered over the state of Washington. So a beautiful Friday to start Memorial Day weekend. A lot of people will take Friday off and they get Monday off. Who doesn't like a 4-day weekend? I don't get one, but I'll take what I can. 83 on Friday, 82 Saturday, 80 on Sunday. Late in the day, Sunday into Monday, the high pressure ridge will begin to shift. We'll still have sunshine on Memorial Day proper, but it'll be a little breezy and a little cooler. And provided the show isn't canceled, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.